In this video, I figure we talk about my altar and anybody who's interested in creating an altar for themselves. I've had an altar since 2012. It wasn't as big as this. It wasn't as extravagant as this. There are some things here that were in my original altar, and then a lot of things that obviously I've added to make it so big. Now, first things first, creating an altar for rituals based on looks and the feeling of it is all based on you. It's all based on your personality. It's all based on how you're feeling when you create it. And definitely, what are the most rituals that you're going to perform? I take my rituals very seriously. And I wanted a red light because I'll read from my book right here. As a matter of fact, I've taken a lot of things from the Satanic Bible and I've written them down in bigger letters so I can see. Like, for instance, this is the Black Mass. And, you know, with this light, it's a lot easier to read. And with the light, it's very majestic and very beautiful. So, with that out of the way, like I said, it's all based on your preference. So, to start off, I thought that the lava lamps would be a nice touch. When I got them, they were a silver base. It's probably silver underneath here. Yeah, see? So I had to spray paint the tops and the bottoms black. And I wanted to get a color that would really adhere to the altar. So I got purple water with supposedly yellow wax, but it's more like an orange. But it all depends. The closer it gets to the light, it's more of a yellowish orange. As it floats up, it kind of turns into more of a purple. Okay, so the vinyl stickers I purchased on eBay. It doesn't take much at all to just put the stickers on the lava lamp. I thought it was a nice touch. This skull I purchased on eBay. This was a printout I had my neighbor do for me, my friend Susan, and I glued it onto a piece of cardboard so that it's thicker, and I placed my skull up on it. Now, a really good tip is go to your local antique stores. There's a lot of creepy shit you can get at antique stores. Not to say that an altar should be creepy, but sometimes it helps with the atmosphere. Such as this skull right here. My mother found for me at an antique store in Middletown, New York. Probably over 20 years ago. This is before I even made an altar. So that was a good buy, and it's rare, I'm sure. I've never seen one like that again. And then this candle I just got at a dollar store. It was black. It was ugly, so I figured it would look good in here. And then I got this at one of those I guess Wiccan shops or whatever you would call it. It's made out of metal. It's almost like a giant belt buckle. Not really sure what it's for, so I used to have it up here. But then I felt it took away from a lot of the background, so I just put this candle on there. This lovely guy right here, I actually got at Walmart over 20 years ago. It's one of those candles where when you light the top, a whole bunch of pink ooze comes out of the eyes, the nose, and the mouth. This incense holder came from Salem. A buddy of mine got it for me back in 2001, and he gave it to me for Christmas. This chalice I got at flea markets are great also. There's people at flea markets that sell oddities and shit like that are just really cool. I've gone to several flea markets that sell occult kind of things, and I've purchased books and videos, and I had purchased that chalice, let's see, back in, I believe, 2004 or 2005. These candles I actually got over at ShopRite. I got them probably back in 2012 when I created my very first altar. And I've never seen them at ShopRite again. It's like as if someone complained about them having these glass black candles that you're supposed to light for, I don't know, someone's soul or death anniversary or whatever the hell. Now, I have two bells. One bell came from a friend of mine that owns a consignment shop, who's always visiting other consignment shops and antique stores and purchases things and then sells them. And then this is my other bell, which I found at a local antique shop in Kingston, New York. So like I said, antique shops, they have cool stuff. You can find skulls, you can find the bells, a lot of cool things. Now this Baphomet statue I found on eBay for about $30. You can find them in between $26.99 to $32, so it's all around that range. And I believe this is a letter opener that I had gotten from an ex-girlfriend that I use for the rituals. Nothing really fancy, but I felt that it gave it a very good vibe, and I've done some very successful things with it. This right here, this sigil of Baphomet, is actually a mouse pad. I thought that it would be great for Baphomet to be placed on. Then we have the levee pendant, which I actually had a very dear friend of mine from Missouri who works in a machine shop. He made this for me. It's of two parts. You have the star, and then you have the lightning bolt, which was actually welded on there. And I only wear that for rituals. And I suppose my favorite, besides the levee pendant, because that is my favorite, would have to be the plaque of the sigil of Baphomet. I was wondering where the hell, people would get plaques for their altars. And, 9 times out of 10, they would have a flag, just like I have mine. But I wanted a plaque. I wanted something physical that was, in 3D and all that shit. So I actually went over to, I believe it was either Home Depot. I think it was Home Depot. And I got a round, flat piece of wood. Now, what I did was I spray painted it black. And then I spray painted it with a clear lacquer to make it hard. And what I did was I ordered a vinyl sigil of Baphomet sticker from eBay. one of the ones that would be placed on a black on a back window of your car or on the hood of your car, and I placed it on this wooden panel, and it came out so beautiful. I mean, I just love to look at it every single day. It's just so wonderful, and it was so fucking easy to make. It was amazing. I adore it. I really do. And believe it or not, I look at it all the time, and I still can't believe that I'm the one that had come up with the idea and put that together. I actually got a lot of good comments about it by Stanton LaVey, Anton LaVey's grandson. And that's pretty much it for my altar. You know, obviously I have the incense over here and my satanic Bible. This is more for feel, because like I said, I usually read from books that I've copied, the words. They're just easier to read for me. And then there's the collection of books that I have. And again, that's preference. You don't have to get every single book. You don't even... I guess there's a lot of people that don't even enjoy LaVey's writings or his concept of Satanism. But I do enjoy his books, and I do enjoy collecting them. And I do have a few of them. I even have the hard copy of Michael Aquino's Satanic Bible, the 50th anniversary, which I purchased from Stanton LaVey. And, yeah, so this is my altar. This is where I do my rituals, and, I just hope that I was able to give you some ideas on what to do if you did want to create your altar. It never has to look like this. It never has to be the same. No altar is ever the same. There's always differences, and that's what makes them so unique. And by the way, this isn't purple. It kind of looks purple, but this is actually a red backdrop that I have back there. And this is actually a cardboard, black cardboard that I purchased over at Walmart. Gives it a nice feel. And that's about it. I hope you enjoyed the video. Like I said, I hope I gave you some ideas. And as always, hail Satan.